Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 biggest snake ever found in world. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 10. Green Anaconda. Green anacondas are the largest of their species, growing up to 30 feet long and weighing up to 500 pounds. There is a news clipping from 2016 about a 33-foot anaconda in Brazil, but no independent confirmation has been made. Since they live in South America and are mainly water snakes, anacondas are a perfect excuse to avoid swimming there. Their massive size makes them difficult to maneuver on ground, but they're extremely stealthy in the sea, lying motionless before their prey approaches. They've been known to consume whole jaguars. That would make a great YouTube video, but I couldn't find one after searching for 3 hours. So, here's a video of some alligators and anacondas. Female anacondas, like most snakes, are larger than males. The snake's eggs hatch within its body, giving birth to live babies. The babies who do not survive birth are eaten by the mother, who goes without food for the entire 7-month gestation period. Snakes aren't known for their sentimentality. Number 9. Reticulated python. Since they are the largest snakes in terms of weight, anacondas receive a lot of attention, see below. The longest known living snake, however, is a reticulated python called Medusa, who lives at Kansas City's Edge of Hell haunted house. Medusa is 25 feet 2 inches tall and 350 pounds high. Medusa will remain absolutely still for the duration of the haunted house production, when it's showtime. Every other week or so, she is fed a small deer. Like Medusa, a python bites its prey before swallowing it whole. An alleged record of a 32-foot, 10-inch reticulated python shot in 1912 exists. This one, like most long snake records, is difficult to pin down. It appears that snake tales are similar to fish stories. Number 8. Burmese python. Pythons were first discovered in the Everglades of Florida in the 1990s, and no one knows how many there are now. The majority of them are Burmese pythons, which are common among pet owners. What happens if a pet snake escapes or becomes too large to hold, and the owner lacks the confidence to put it down? It migrates to the Everglades and surrounding swampy areas, where it enters a population that has nearly wiped out certain mammalian and reptilian species. The longest snake ever caught was 18 feet, 8 inches long. The heaviest Florida python, however, was a Burmese that weighed 164 to 12 pounds, and measured 17 feet, 7 inches and was killed in 2012. There were 87 eggs inside the snake. The Python Action Team of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, FWC, has now eliminated 900 Burmese pythons from the wild in Florida. However, with a population of 300,000 pythons reported in Florida, that's a drop in the bucket. Number 7. Bushmaster. The ver de lance or bushmaster, whose Latin name translates to silent death, is an easy-to-remember snake. It's the world's most venomous snake, with a maximum length of 12 feet. Bushmasters have a coffin-shaped head, which is fitting considering their lethal nature. When disturbed, the bushmaster is characterized as violent, excitable, and unpredictable. It, like most snakes, tends to avoid danger. If provoked, however, it will abruptly change course and envenomate you with some highly toxic chemicals. The bushmaster is a pit viper, which means it uses infrared sensors in the form of heat-sensing pits on either side of its head. In essence, they see the universe in the same way we do, but with the inclusion of the infrared spectrum, ala terminator. It is responsible for 78% of all fatal snake bites in the Venezuelan state of Lara. Number 6. Titanoboa suryoensis. Titanoboa was the world's largest serpent, at least as far as we know. The snake lived 60 million years ago, just 6 million years after Tyrannosaurus rex. In Colombian coal mines, the fossilized remains of a serpent 42 feet long, longer than the largest school buses, and weighing an estimated 2,500 pounds were found. Titanoboa was the apex predator of its day, according to scientists, and behaved like a super-sized anaconda, spending the majority of its time in the sea. It suffocated its prey and ate it whole. Its jaw structure and numerous teeth indicate that it was capable of catching fish, but it was also likely to eat 12-foot crocodiles and turtles with a diameter of 5 feet. Some scientists believe that the snake's scale indicates a tropical climate that is colder than commonly believed. They argue that no cold-blooded animal of that scale would have had the resources to control its body temperature and live in a world where average temperatures were in the 90s. Number 5. Eastern indigo. The eastern indigo, a black snake that lives in coastal Georgia, Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi, is the longest snake in North America. It is a type of black snake that lives in an area that is increasingly condoizing. The record for the longest eastern indigo was 9.2 feet, but the species may not be around for much longer. In Florida and Georgia, it is classified as federally endangered. The snake is classified as probably extirpated by the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. When challenged, indigo will flatten its necks to make them appear larger, as if they aren't big enough already. This snake does, however, have one survival tactic up its sleeve. It's resistant to the venom of rattlers, cottonmouths, and copperheads. Number 4. Eastern diamondback. The eastern diamondback rattler is a good choice if you're looking for a tall, scary snake. It's widely regarded as North America's most deadly venomous snake. While there is no official record for heaviest, poisonous snake, Guinness World Records speculates that the eastern diamondback is possibly the one. In 1946, a specimen was shot that reached 7 feet, 8 inches. Perhaps more frightening was the fact that it weighed 34 pounds. That's an excessive amount of rattlesnake. Imagine a muscle-bound fullback shooting venom through its teeth, and you've got yourself a major diamondback. It also has a dual-action venom that contains a thrombin-like enzyme crotalase, capable of clotting fibrinogen, leading to the secondary activation of plasminogen from endothelial cells, according to one source. I have no idea what that is, but it does not appeal to me in the least. The eastern diamondback rattlesnake has the longest fangs of any rattlesnake, with fangs that can reach an inch in length. It also has the ability to inject enough venom to destroy 3 men. Number 3. Black mamba. The black mamba is Africa's longest venomous snake and the world's second longest. The longest mamba ever recorded was 14.6 feet, but they are more generally 8 to 10 feet long. In terms of nastiness, the black mamba has many advantages. It hunts both on the field and in trees, so being hit in the eye is always a possibility. Its venom is a cocktail of neurotoxins that can cause debilitating symptoms in as little as 10 minutes and be lethal in as little as 20 minutes. It's a sprinter, capable of speeds of up to 12 miles per hour. It's a nervous snake that becomes aggressive when threatened. It is generally known as the world's deadliest snake as a result of these factors. Despite this, several sources say it's a shy snake that will avoid you unless it feels threatened. Personally, I am not convinced. If you don't believe it is endangered, but the snake decides it is, guess whose opinion is more important? Number 2. King cobra. The king cobra, not to be confused with the same named malt liquor, is the world's longest venomous snake, reaching up to 18 feet in length. That makes 3 of us. When approached, it will get up, raising a third of its length off the ground, while continuing to strike. This creature, which is native to Southeast Asian forests, makes you think twice about going for a walk. It is shy and retiring until it isn't, just like Mike Tyson. It's the world's only snake that constructs a nest for its eggs, which it guards ferociously. The good news is that, in terms of venom potency, king cobra venom isn't especially potent. The bad news is that they can produce so much of it in a single bite, up to nearly half a fluid ounce, that 20 people might be killed. Or, on rare occasions, an elephant. Snake charmers seem to like king cobras for some reason. When you know how to do it, however, snake charming is a sad company. They use an exhausted snake that has been taught not to attack the charmer with pain. Number 1. King brown. While researching this tale, I discovered that any venomous snake with the word king in its name should be avoided. The king brown, another Australian resident, belongs to the black snake tribe. The longest recorded was 11 feet, but most are between 6 and 8 feet. While Australia has more venomous snakes, the king brown makes up for it with a vicious bite, and a habit of chewing on its prey while injecting massive amounts of venom. Blood cells are broken down, muscle tissue is weakened, and the venom is moderately neurotoxic. Overall, you don't seem to be in great shape. If antivenom is required, make sure to ask for black snake antivenom, which works far better than brown snake antivenom. Unless provoked, this is the only venomous snake in the area that is not classified as placid. Which means it's probably wild and irritable all of the time. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.